purpose of the Verge podcast is to keep you from the brink of ignorance and on the verge of intelligence as it comes to the politics that affects us all in the media and in our lives today. Today is November 11th, 2018. Today is Veterans Day. Let me start off by thanking every single veteran. Every single one. Because these are the finest men and women that America has to offer. Many have paid the ultimate price with their lives. Many have paid with their bodies. Many have paid with their minds. And I would also like to thank all current and active duty military men and women we have in our armed services. Today is not about just praising our veterans today. Because let's face it, we can't praise them enough. We can never even come close to repaying them for what they've sacrificed for our great nation. My own father is a 20-year veteran of the U.S. Army. My father-in-law is also a veteran of the U.S. Army. I was just at a ceremony in Carter County, Kentucky, in the town of Grayson, where there was a ceremony where quilts were given to veterans that were either native or living in Carter County. And I have to say, just seeing them get recognized, it touched me. Because, there's a lot of these veterans. Korean War, Vietnam War, Gulf War, Cold War. They didn't ask for this. They didn't take no particular pride in having to follow the orders given to them. They just did it. That's what they trained to do. They serve our country. So what I want to talk about today is not just the fact that today's Veterans Day and that we all should show our appreciation to our veterans. We should do that every day. Now, what I want to talk about is how Congress, to this day, continues to fail our veterans. Continues to fail in every way possible. The United States Constitution says, per Article 1, Section 8, Clause 11, that only Congress can declare war. But yet, that declaration has not been used since World War II. That means every single conflict that our military has been involved in since 1945 has been simply undeclared, unconstitutional war. Our men and women have been sent to foreign lands to die under the guise that they are serving our country and protecting our U.S. Constitution. And this is in no way any slight to them. This is a backhand to Congress because they have failed. They are the ones responsible for sitting idly by and allowing the executive branch to control the war going on in the world. There's people that will argue, well, what about the War Powers Act? Well, what about it? The War Powers Act says that the president can unilaterally engage our military in action, but it comes with very strict stipulations. Either we had to have been attacked, or we have to be repelling an active attack, or we have to be under imminent threat. And even then, the president can only unilaterally act for up to 90 days. After that, he still has to come to Congress and get a declaration of war. But Congress has chosen to abandon its constitutional duty. Congress has chosen to sit idly by and allow the president to pick and choose where he sends the military in the war. It's absolutely shameful. And it's not being done for national security. We've not been made safer as a result of the last 17 years of foreign undeclared war in the Middle East. We've been made less safe. We've been made less safe from a terrorism aspect. We've been made less safe from an economic aspect because we are now $21 trillion plus in debt. We've been made less safe because more people across the world have a more unfavorable view of us. And that will only translate to future generations of those who would want to cause America and Americans harm. The biggest winners in all this has been the military-industrial complex, the Halliburtons. What can Congress do about this? Well, it's simple. They can retake their constitutional duty to declare war. This means that they must convene. They must have great debate. And they must actually vote on whether to declare war or to bring all our troops home. Our veterans and our active duty military personnel deserve no less than to have Congress follow the U.S. Constitution. The fear-mongering must stop. And what about the health care for our veterans? That's what really sticks in my craw. Our government should never, and I mean never, charge our veterans and our active duty personnel a single dime for their health care and for the health care of their families. No copays, no deductions, nothing. And they should be given full choice of whether to use that insurance at the VA or whether they want to choose a private facility. They deserve that choice. It needs to be ingrained, encoded in our law. And it needs to be pointed out whenever any elected official goes against that. Our veterans aren't just people that were either drafted back in the day or chose to sign up as they do today. They aren't just people looking to get a free education. They aren't people looking to get free health care. They're not even people looking to learn new things. They're people that actually have conviction and have a calling. You know, I hear different people from different professions all the time saying, you know, I had a calling to do this. I had a calling to do that. Well, you know what? No one, no single profession on the face of this planet Earth has more of a calling, more of a conviction than that of someone that serves in our military. Because they have an undying conviction to lay it all on the line in the name of defense for our country.